Hello, wealthy, successful, money making traders. This is your trader's friend. Thank you for joining me for another video, guys. I'm so glad you can be here with me. And I just wanted, I'm out of the market for now. I'm going to take a shower and, um, yeah, maybe come back during the Asian session or um, perhaps come back later on during this New York session. But the market right now is just a little bit crazy. So I have decided to stay out of it. But I wanted to talk to you about how to trade the market in these situations on the 1 minute time frame. It's been a long time since I've made a video about the 1 minute time frame. So in this one, you had this wonderful run up, and you can see how much larger this candle is than the rest of them. Now, the important thing is if you decide to take this trade, if you think there's a possibility that you have an exhaust situation, you have to wait for the following candle, because sometimes you'll think a situation is exhaust like this, for example, because it is the largest candle you've seen for a while, but the next candle says we are going to continue. So in this just short little run, within about 6 minutes, you just have this crazy run up before price says, okay, we've had enough. So this is what you want to look for if you think you have an exhaust. And if the following candle comes back to resupport that bullish price action and closes this candle, you are out of that market. So you see, we get this breaking close below this 10 SMA. Price never comes back to challenge that. Now, for me, the breaking close, and that is what that was there for. The breaking close above this candle meant it's time to get out of that. This was the opportunity to jump back on. And well, I I made a video for the other channel complaining about this crazy price action, but I just wanted to tell you how to trade this if you find that you are going to be trading off of the 1 minute time frame. And you can trade this any way you want. Honestly, the best way to trade this is just to put your stop above the candle that you enter on, or well, actually you enter on this one above the previous candle that you entered on, because then you are risking one candle to make all of these candles, and then you don't have to really worry about these crazy price spikes like you had right here, where just for no reason just spiked like 30 pips. But what you are looking for the reversals to go in harmony with that right now price action, because you can see previously we were in a bullish market. However, we began to make lower highs. So with this, you got the breaking close again of that 10. You are looking to short every spike. And let me load it up a little bit so you can see what it is that I'm talking about. So you are looking to short these spike opportunities. These spikes, you are looking to short those opportunities. Now you can take price in the opposite direction, because here you have this really strong run up, but you can see that even as long as you were in that, you did not get, you may have gotten 2 or 3 pips before price then continued in harmony with the trend. So these are things you want to look for. You want to look for a strong attempt to take price back in the opposite direction, and you want to see that fail. Now, this is true for right now, but next week it can be totally different because the market continues to evolve. The one thing that has to be constant as the market changes is your discipline and your commitment to take tiny losses. You want to eat like an elephant and crap like a bird. That's just the truth. You want to get as much profit as you can, But as soon as you know that you have lost your advantage, you want to get out. Like this situation, if you decided to go long on this candle, once price breaks and closes below that candle, you're out of that candle. You are out of that candle. And I know that there are people who talk about um, keeping, um, having your stop losses too tight. But only you can answer this question. How much do you want your freedom to cost you? Do you want to stay in that trade all day? Do you want to stay stuck in that trade all week, hoping that it's going to come back? Or do you want to take that tiny loss? And I will tell you, this morning I got into a situation where I worked part of the European session for my profit, and I pretty much ended up having to give that profit back. So because I didn't want to give that profit back, then I ended up having to wait for price to come back, which was dumb. It was so dumb. But sometimes I just get in that mode. It's like, oh, I worked all night for this. I don't want to give it back. But guys, only you can decide how much your freedom is going to cost you. And that was the decision that I had to make. And I will also tell you that the first cut is the easiest. The first cut is always the easiest. I mean, as far as the amount of money it's going to cost you. So you are looking for situations where you are shorting spikes, where you see the reversal opportunity. Now, for me, my best reversals come with a good breaking close below that 10 SMA. You can take this right here because that is a legitimate reversal signal. However, you can see how long you stayed in that trade. But you did not come to break and close this candle. You did come above it, so some people's stocks were taken out if they were sitting here. However, you did not close above that candle. So what I mean when I say close, I mean that price actually comes up and it closes above that previous candle. And that's what I mean by a close above that candle. So these are the opportunities that I look for. And some people may do that differently. So with this one, you can see that beautiful run to the downside before you got this spike back up. Once you get that engulf, it is on. So the price action has just kind of been choppy. But when you're confused about where price is going, you can always jump to the hourly time frame to see what's going on in that market as well. For me, I am done with my trading, at least for now, because I don't expect a whole lot more out of the market. So this was, and this is that pound yen that I was trading earlier. And again, you were looking for opportunities to short the spikes, especially when you see you were making lower highs. And that closed below that 10 SMA, you can see that you never did come to break and close above that. Let me just take this up here. So you can do the set it and forget it and just put your stop loss above that, which is probably the best. But since I am actively in the market most of the day, I'm actually sitting up watching price action. So this is the one that was absolutely crazy, and this is why I am out of the market today. I've hit my take profit twice in this, and I have the video that actually hit live. Um, my my take profit was actually hit in the other video when I was complaining about this spike. This spike on this pound yen pair was almost 100 pips straight up. And this is right where I'd had that level of stop loss. So because I was in multiple trades at one time, when this thing spiked up and kept going, I had to cut another pair because I was close to margin call, and that pair was cheaper to cut. So in my enthusiasm, I I put on too many trades at one time, but the market has been very generous today, as you can see. But what I want to tell you is you are looking for opportunities to short those spikes. So even a spike as strong as this, you were under that 200 SMA. So once you break and close above this candle, you want to sit and wait until you get a reversal candle back in harmony with that overall trend. And this is a pretty strong candle because this is like 30 pips. So this is like, it's actually like a 37 pip drop in this candle. So that's strong enough for me without the break and close of that 10 SMA. But if you want to wait for the break and close of that 10 SMA, you can see that price did not come back to challenge that break and close of that 10 SMA. I hope that helps. In a bearish market, you are looking to short those spikes with proper candlestick reversal confirmation. I just want to remind you that you can absolutely do this. You can be successful at Forex. Enjoy a magnificent, wonderful trading day. For me, I am out.